Hi guys. So today is the 30th of December 2022. We have one more day and then we have a happy new year in front of us, 2023. As I promised, I will make a video about how to find or how to get a truck in Europe, and that's what I'm trying to do here. That's my first computer screen recording, so I'm not sure it's all going well here, but I'm trying my best. So, okay, let's get into it. I made a Word file. Oh, come on, work with me. So, here's the Word file, and it starts here at the top with 3 ways to find a truck. So, in my opinion, there are 3 ways to find a truck. The first way is at location. Second, home plus support, and at buddy's help. So let's get into the first one, at location. What that means at location is basically nothing else as you go by yourself, physically to Europe. You go to France, Belgium, Netherlands, Italy, Germany, you name it, whatever language you might prefer to speak, or where you think you have the most success. Me personally, I was looking for a Mercedes firefighter truck, and that's why I checked it in Germany. Yeah, here at the front, you see always a number, and that is basically my personal ranking. So it goes from higher number to lower number, of course, but the higher number is the not so successful way to find one. But anyway, let's continue here. Internet forum. So I leave it up to you to Google these type of things. There is lots of different internet forums. Like all wheel forums or something like that. Where you will find people like-minded. They will help you out. Even in Germany, there's a ton of people. They will help you out to find the right town to look for a truck, or the right region. That would be just a recommendation, basically finding a forum to get information there. Another possibility would be Facebook Marketplace. As you might know, if you use Facebook, there's a marketplace, and that is always specifically for a certain town or area, and I'm not sure also with the Instagram, but I think there is some function like that as well. But Facebook Marketplace for sure. Now, next, number 2 would be, I bought my truck in Germany, so I can only speak about my experience I made. There's Nutzfahrzeughändler in bigger cities. They're not in smaller towns, but in bigger cities you might find more than one. They basically buy and sell used commercial vehicles. A Nutzfahrzeughändler is basically a commercial dealership. Yeah, so that will be a possibility to find a truck like that, but it's a question about stock. And keep in mind, if you import it to Canada, a truck has to be, or a car in general, has to be older than 15 years. So now we have 2022. If you can find one up to, let's say, 2007. It can be young as 2007. Me personally, I preferred an older and much older truck. Mine is from 1992 because I have no electronics in it. I believe trucks up to 1994, 1995, they didn't have much electronics in it, but from there it started being more and more. So yeah, the benefits out of that is basically that if you break down somewhere, you don't need any extra error code reading machines or something like that. So this is all mechanical. Okay. Now, my first place and most likely successful will be the exhibition, a show or an exhibition like Abenteuer Allrad in Bad Kissingen. Yeah, and I wrote here at parking lot because let me show you that. Yeah, the next show is on from the 8th of June till the 11th of June next year, 2023. You know, you can basically see the internet page here. You can stop the video and just type it in your browser. You will find that page here. What I want to say about that is basically I saw countless videos about that show. I would love to go myself, you know, but haven't been there. It's a huge show and a very famous one, you know, but also they have multiple parking lots there around that show. People going there to camp, to meet each other, you know, and so on. And there's a lot of YouTubers or people, they uploaded on YouTube their walkarounds, you know, and I saw not a ton, but a lot of for sale signs in windshields of some of the rigs, you know. So the chance is really high that you might find a ready to roll truck there, or a base truck, you know, for an exhibition truck right there at the parking lot. And if you buy it there, you know, or you find the right one and you buy it later, you will have most likely a seller who's motivated to help you to get this truck on the boat, to ship it over. Now, let's move on to the second point, home plus support. So what this means basically is that you stay home and use professional help to support you to buy the truck and ship them over. So what I mean by that is basically dealerships, they have an online appearance. They offer their stock on different platforms where you can get in contact with these people, and they also give you there on the platform a price, so you know what you're getting into, you know, price wise, but you don't know what you're getting into about the person. So that's why this is the easiest way, or a good way, let's say, to hook up with a professional dealership and get a truck over here. So yeah, but that's the most difficult part. Not all of them want to go the extra mile, and so that need to be clarified with the dealer via email or phone call. So me, when I looked for my truck, you know, I was always checking those platforms, you know, and counter checking with others, you know, like I found sometimes that the same truck gets offered for different prices and stuff like that. And yeah, I found I basically over the time I filtered 5 platforms or 5 dealerships out, you know, which I found very, very helpful. And these are the ones I want to pass on to you. Here as well, you can see here, I have them ranked as, again, I have 5. I think these are the most important ones. So for me, it was, you know, I have them ranked from 5 to 1. And the first one is Cap Truck NL. That's a Netherlands dealership, you know. Like I said, you can stop the video and write this all down, and check those web pages yourself. When I try to open up my browser here and find these Netherlands web pages, you know, my I don't know, my computer starts funny things, you know, like and doing funny things, and that's why um, I didn't do that, so I stopped that. So I have it here. Now, number 5, Cap Truck NL. Number 4, Philip Trucks Deutschland DE. So I have, if I remember correctly, yes, here, Philip aus dem Hanfbachtal. So there, this is his webpage. If you go on his webpage, there's a greeting site, and then you have to click Fahrzeuge. Yeah, here, Fahrzeuge, and then this page is coming, and you can see here there is a 7.5 ton or a 9 ton truck, you know. There is some, but me personally, I was looking for a Mercedes, right? And yeah, I don't want to say rare, but he has not often one. Here is one, but that is an That's a 1019. That's a 10-ton truck. Yeah. It's not a big engine in there. It's a 190 horsepower engine. Joe, I don't want to go through all these. It takes too long. This video gets too long. You know, you can scroll through here. You find there's another one. You see here, Mercedes, 11,800 euro, for example, is also a 1019. Stuff like that. He also has a lot of military trucks, ex-military trucks. You know, yeah, for sure, interesting. These type of things I want to show. If you see a blue truck, they are most likely from THW. You know, that's a kind of supporting charity kind of organization. Yeah, for catastrophes, you know, and stuff like that. So the blue trucks. So they are also often in good shape and low kilometers on it. Yeah. This is that. Then let's go back to that. My number 3, Trucks.Netherlands. Yeah, like I said, I had browser problems when I looked for these Netherlands web pages. Now, number 2, very helpful, TruckScout24.de. Let me show you that one. That is that. There you go, Truck Scout. You see it here. You put in what you're looking for. In this case, I put again a Mercedes-Benz in there. And then here you can basically filter down what age you're looking for. Like I said, up to 95, not old, not younger than that. And then the axle configuration, there's 4x4. You know, most likely if you put that link in I just gave you, there will be the German web page like that. You know, you just go here and change it to Europe, and then is it English. Okay, so and with those information I put in here, you find several trucks here. You know, with low kilometers and firefighter trucks often. You know, like anyway. So there was one at the top. So that is that one. And last but not least, most helpful, in my opinion, over the time I looked for a truck was Mobile.de. Mobile.de. Oh, it crashed. Okay, let's try to find it again. Mobile.de. There you go. Here it is. Now you can see how it works. I have to do it again. So if you go on that web page here, you go down to that truck symbol here. You click that, and then trucks over 7.5 ton. Click that. Then any make. I'm looking again for a Mercedes truck. And then first registration. That's I don't know. This is not so important when it was first. But you can narrow it down. I don't want to get too old. Let's say from 1990. Then you see here the numbers changing, what the offerings are, right? So let's go result. And then we can basically narrow the search down. For example, kilometers. I don't want more than 100,000 kilometers, for example. First registration 90 till 95. Where is it? Here. So, and then fuel type, transmission, axle. I want a 4x4. That's maybe not the case for you, but oh no, that's two axles. Okay, so come on, work with me. That's too bad. My computer's not working anymore with me because I'm recording. Whoop, there you go. Now, oh, but anyway, you see it here. There's already fire trucks appearing, you know, with low kilometers. That is the most useful site, you know. And then you see there is a dealership, for example, here, Feuro UG in Selm in Germany, and over this side you can basically here contact that dealership. Very often I see a company they call Gasman, and here, there they are. Here, Gasman, GmbH. So I don't have any experience with these people, but maybe they appear so often. They might be the right people to talk to. You know, you can see here that's a 95 for 30,000 euro. Keep in mind, these people are getting those trucks for a certain price, and then they may need to make some money as well. So that price here will always a little higher, will be a little higher than on the free market, like on an auction place, for example. Oh, oops, spoiler alarm. Okay, so that is basically from 5 to 1 my ranking of these online platforms or online offerings, you know, to get a feeling for the market and prices. This is the best way to check this all out. Now, as last one, we have Buddy's Help. And Buddy's Help means basically uh, if you know somebody in Europe, if you have friends or family or somebody, you know, who's willing to help you. Yeah. So if you know someone in Europe and he wants to help, that's what it basically means. And there I have two platforms which I want to recommend, where you can look for a truck, and that is basically a fair value price, what you pay. And this is also basically how I get my truck, because I have a good friend and he helped me on everything to get this truck over here, basically. You know, that's the truth. Yeah, so let's get into it. Number 2, you can see it here, eBay Kleinanzeigen.de, and that is that web page here. You can stop the video again and see the spelling, or on my Word file, you know, on the end. But eBay Kleinanzeigen, then you go here to categories. You click that. Unfortunately, there is no English translation as far I know. I haven't seen a tab like that, you know, but you go to this here and then you see categories, and then you go to Auto, Rad and Boot, and then you go over to Auto, Rad and Boot, and then you go over to Nutzfahrzeuge and Anhänger and click that. And finally, I found out why my computer was acting funny, because of Firefox. Firefox lately has a lot of problems here with I don't know, with Windows or something. So now you have to specify what you're looking for, right? So there is here, for example, LKW, Lastkraftwagen, yeah, so commercial vehicle, or semi trucks. But semi trucks would be these here. But LKW, you click that, and you can scroll through all the 62,000 offerings. But what I would do is I would really look basically for a fire truck. Yeah. If you go to Google Translate, you put in fire truck, and let's do it quick. You know, Google Translate, and then you put in here fire truck, and then you see here it called Feuerwehrauto. Okay, you copy that, and you go back to eBay Kleinanzeigen and put that in here and go find. I wish I could use another browser. And then you find these fire trucks, you know, but these are most likely private sellers, and that's why you need to know somebody who is actually going there, picking that truck up, or at least checking it out before you buy. You know, yeah, it needs to be a really willing person to help you, you know. But I know a lot of people have that, you know, like a lot of people have relatives over in Europe, or friends or whatever, you know. So here, for example, that is, I don't want to get into it, but you see it here. You saw how to put it in here, you know. That would be eBay Kleinanzeigen. Yeah. So you see the prices here. They are different than what I showed before on the dealerships. But like I said, those people need to need to live as well, right? And yeah, and they will help you shipping the truck, right? Versus those people, they don't, you know. So anyway, so this is if you have help over there in Europe, then this is one potential way to find the right truck. Okay. You don't have to look for a fire truck. You can look for a dump truck or something like that, you know, if you prefer that. But because of abuse, I was looking for these kind of well-maintained trucks, you know. So back to my words file, and then here is the absolute number one, and this is how I get my truck, how I found them, and how I basically yeah, get my truck, you know, like I won them on an auction, you know, and that is Zoll Auktionen. Keep in mind, auction is written with a K in German, you know, Zoll Auktionen with a dash in the middle, you know, .de. And that one, I have that open as well, the tab. Let's close some of these Firefox things. This is Zoll Auktionen or Auktion.de, you see it here. And how to find the track there is very simple. So you go basically, I could click here on Nutzfahrzeuge, but maybe on your web browser appears different. So you basically go to all categories here. I believe there is somewhere a tab where you can change the language, but I don't want to drag this video on too much. So you go to Fahrzeuge, click that. Oh no, sorry. You have to do it, scroll down all the way to the bottom. That's how it was. Fahrzeuge, click that. And then here is basically Nutzfahrzeuge and Zubehör, means accessories, right? Click that, and there's another tab going open, and Nutzfahrzeuge is just individual. Click that, and then you come into the commercial vehicles. Yeah, so at the top is always the one who runs out the first. This one has 4 hours and 40 minutes from now, and then the auction is ended. You know, you can find some really collective cars from 1942. Let's go to the newest one, all the way to the back. You see here there is already a fire truck. There's multiple ones. Here's a Mercedes. Yeah, for example, 27 days still to go. Is a 10.8 right now. One page 4. Before, I'm not sure. Here's one. An LF16. That's the same size as mine. As a 12-ton truck. That's a 1994. He is a potential victim. You know, it's a 1224, 240 horsepower. It most likely has 6-liter engine. So yeah, another just a tip: if you're not capable of reading German, you just copy this whole thing, you know, and then go back to Google Translate. Google Translate again. And then this time I go onto it, so, and then I choose English here, and no, sorry, German here. Where is German? No. Here, German. And I want to have it in English. So now I paste it in here, the whole thing, and then it basically translates me the whole text, and I can read what they are talking about there. Okay, so that's how I did it, and that's how I found my truck. And a friend of mine, he opened up an account and he bought it for me, because when you try to set up an account, we have funny postal codes with letters and numbers as combination, and this registration site here didn't take that. It was looking for numbers only. So yeah, so I couldn't set up an account, you know. But yeah, that's how we did it. And also, when you win the auction here, then basically as next you have to, you see here there is a payment terms, or the kind of payment you have to do, and that says Überweisung, means money wiring, right? So you have to send, in this case here, the town of Weil am Schönbuch, you have to send them money before you go there and pick up the truck. And that you have the email. There is the from the seller, the email contact, and everything is here. You know, when you're the auction winner, you will be able to contact these people and basically yeah, set up and pick up appointment, but you need to pay first and then you go and pick it up. Okay, so this is how I found my truck. That's how I bought it. You know, I will put in an example following this here, you know, because I was watching one auction, you know, just for the purpose of this video. I'm watching this auction here because this is a Mercedes 1222 AF, the same as I have. It basically is really the same from the age and so on. And this one is down here, there. You see here, this is June 92. It has 5 gears, and that's the engine displacement, 11.3 liter. So the kilometers, 22,490 right now. 22,490. That thing is you know, and it's not run at all. So yeah, there could be some issues from standing that long, but it could be also well maintained, you know, and you have no issues or just minor ones. So yeah, anyway, so I'm watching this auction since it has been placed. That it runs for 30 days, and now we have only 9 hours and 43 minutes left, and right now it's at 14,100 euro. There's 11 bids on it. Yeah, and let's see what it will be tomorrow, because the auction runs out when I'm in bed. Now, this auction has ended as of Friday the 4th November and 8:10 in the morning. So you can see here's the final auction price, 18,600 euro. So which turns out to be roughly, I have to do the math, sorry, 27, well, roughly 28,000 Canadian dollar, right? It's, yeah, I would say roughly 20, just top of my head, 20,000 US dollar. So now you have all a lot of recommendations and tips. You can try it out and search on the internet and observe the internet for a good base, for a good truck. You got lots to do. I will not get into importing now. I will make an extra video, a short video just about the importing, necessary paperwork and so on in the new year. And yeah, I wish everybody luck to find his perfect base truck. And most important, I wish everybody a happy new year 2023. Thanks for watching, and if you like what I showed here, you know, please subscribe to the channel, let the channel grow, and we see us in the next one.